Dude, what happened, nigga?
What happened to what?
You no longer create content. Don't pretend as if you were never a YouTuber once in your life.
But how would we just start like that, man?
Never did content because you wanted to make content. You did content to pass time.
No.
You treated it like a
No,
hobby.
I really wanted to be serious with it, but I feel like it's just.
What do you think about internet these days? Are people using internet in the right way?
I know the way I look at the internet, I feel like there's no right way to use it or wrong way.
People want to control how people should use
the
social
internet.
media,
And
when they can actually themselves they can control what they want to see on social media.
That's the thing. That's
it's
what I'm saying.
Easy like that.
That's what I'm saying. Everything that's on the internet has to be there. I like that fact that you've just brought up. I didn't delete the account, but the app itself, X, former Twitter.
Yeah.
I just decided to delete it because I thought, okay, I'm not going to use this. I like Twitter and everything, but when it became like an open platform where you can post pornographic videos, I have a child now, right? And I have to control that child. The things she has to expose herself to.
How do you handle stress? Like when you're going through some stuff, what do you do?
This is something that nobody ever trained me to do.
I'm living my life the way I'm thinking is supposed to believe. Not the way you want me to live. I never let people choose for me what to believe. Happiness is within me. I'm living my life the way I'm thinking is supposed to believe. Not the way you want me to live. I never let people choose for me what to believe. Happiness is within me. I'm living my life.
Hello guys, we're back with another episode on Thoughts Podcast, and I'm chilling with
your boy KCZ.
Yeah. Dude, what happened, nigga?
What happened to what?
You no longer create content. Don't pretend as if you were never a YouTuber once in your life.
But how would we just start like that, man?
It just clicked, man.
What happened? I don't know, man. I just feel like
Do you know what it looks to me? You never did content because you wanted to make content. You did content to pass time.
No.
You treated it like a hobby.
I really wanted to be serious with it, but I feel like it's just procedure, man. Especially like if you said, I thought maybe you were doing content because you wanted to make money off it, and then when the money delayed, you gave up. I think that's the reason why I gave up, because like the monetization process in Zambia, man, it's complicated. Like
yeah.
After all, I monetized.
We are not even monetized in this country.
Like, nigga, until we get monetized, then we can start. But anyway, if I engage, I think Ubunangani.
So you're
no
saying,
motivation.
That's what I wanted to say. There was no motivation.
But if I say I wasn't having good views, I think views in underwater. If you check my channel, I think I still have good views. Like for the content, for the size of the creator that I was.
Yeah.
It was or I am. I don't know, man. I used to have good views. I used to hit at least trend and I did 1K.
Yeah, it's just like 95. 95 was going to be like one of my favorites.
I thought 95 was going to be bigger than everyone else.
Yes, like
because the way he was coming with his content.
Yeah, that guy has interesting content. His ideas. And I'm not seeing him going back to creating content
like that.
I'm not seeing that. Maybe music. Yes.
There's no sponsorship.
I don't know why you are.
But like I know you are consistent with the content. But like for this year, like I would say June. So now we are full throughout the content. So you do skits here and there, you do this and that. Because our platforms we had for I don't know which one to follow consistently. And
it's crazy how I started the other one. Like I didn't even tell anybody. I did like
the farmer thing.
Yeah, the farmer thing. But
what,
it's still
again?
the modern farmer.
Yeah. No, I just discovered this. I was like,
And then you check the numbers. Yeah.
But otherwise, if you want to like cool, diversifying, right?
Yeah,
and then you don't have to lose your audience. If you follow me for farming content, follow this path.
I don't
if you
mix.
want Thoughts podcast, by the way, Thoughts podcast is on TikTok now, so you can follow.
Yeah.
Tabala guy. Konkeni Thoughts podcast. So na kene ka skits kala isa.
Yeah.
Konkeni wash.
Yeah, so follow Thoughts Podcast on TikTok.
Yeah, that's where
I'll
I'm
be
gonna find
posting
the
reels
skits.
there. The shorts. Shorts. Even on Instagram, it's there. Thoughts Podcast.
Has it been there? Or
Yeah?
it's new?
I think it's been there. Yeah. Even on
Let me check.
even on Facebook, follow Thoughts Podcast, guys.
I think I know it on Facebook, but
I don't
Insta.
think so. I don't think
Man,
so.
Thoughts
Yeah, so follow Thoughts Podcast on all
streaming. Is it streaming
the-
platforms or
all social media platforms. Yeah, you can listen on Apple
Podcast.
Podcast, Spotify, Google by the piano.
Google Bad, yeah.
Even
YouTube,
yeah,
Shanshan.
yeah. And YouTube,
They're
you
the
can
most
watch-
common ones. Don't start digging. No. Just follow the normal ones. I can't see Thoughts podcast. I can't.
You can
Oh,
find
they
it.
didn't say Thoughts.
So with me, when it comes to content, one thing I've realized about myself,
yeah,
I don't like doing one thing over and over. That's what I've noticed.
you like diversifying or
Yeah.
doing different, trying out new
I
things.
can be doing something like forever, but not consistently. I need a
Oh, you
breather
need,
from
like,
it.
to change.
Yeah. This is why sometimes, even when I'm at
Oh yeah, here it is. Thoughts.
that's on.
I haven't even followed it. If you mark to upon that, unbelievable mono.
Yeah, this is what my two was
But we
telling
don't
you.
know. You don't tell us, man. How do you expect me to know? I've just learned about it now. Check.
Yeah, so follow-
Monica.
Yeah, follow those podcasts on Facebook. Yeah,
And,
as I was saying,
IG. So
yeah, it's the same thing when I'm at the farm. Like when I'm doing the farming stuff. Could I have a period where I reach like,
after some
I don't want anything to do with
farming.
even seeing the farm. I don't want, so I run away. You find me like Likuno. At least
Oh, you want to like take
a
a
week.
breather,
Yeah, just take a week, and then I go back again.
and then you go again.
Because
full stop.
time also comes where I'm missing the place. Like,
Africa farm.
Africa farm. Oh, I miss doing
But
music.
if you're away, who's doing the watering and other things?
I have people, but even though there are people there, they also have other stuff to do, so they can't. So I kufuma on the timing. You see, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Apa I can move, I can't. Yeah.
no, but I also feel it's also as well out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's how it is with everything. With everything. When I say everything,
I think Paripana kona no, I don't like doing the same things like the one stuff if same as nangunenchito. This is why I usually quit jobs.
yeah.
Nangunenchito, I get bored easily. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be going to the office every day. Like I really get bored. I remember back in the day when I was telling you about boy, anytime from now I'll be quitting, and it never used to make sense to anyone. Like
Yeah.
and it works like that, right?
Yeah,
It works
and,
like that.
and
so,
I'm just glad when it comes to content, like I can do a lot. Like,
yeah, diverse.
yeah, I can
What-
I can do music.
You can
I
do
can
videos,
I can do script. No, I can
skits.
skits. Yeah, I can do photography. I can do, So, cool up to come film win.
Chinga chako na sha,
Yeah.
you can do podcast.
Yeah.
And podcasting is something that is right here. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I love podcasts. Well,
Podcasting,
I think
it's something that it's content creation. I've not created content in a long time, but if there's something that I miss, the podcasting.
Yeah.
Like in there sometimes for a long time until like podcasting, feel like just speaking and saying things. It's something that I love to
yeah,
do.
I
Like,
remember
I like
you,
to speak.
you even called me last time, like, bruh.
And actually, we've got a podcast coming up, the two of us. But the thing is that we can talk about it now.
Yeah, we can do
I
it.
think we've got a new podcast coming. We'll do some announcements, everything.
Yeah.
We did everything. We recorded an episode and everything, but circumstances beyond our control.
Yeah.
And that episode couldn't come up. But that idea is not dead. It's still very much alive. The only difference from this podcast and that other podcast is this one is a visual podcast, and this one we have to sit down and talk. But the other one will be, we might make it visual, but we are still trying to think whether it will be visual or it will just be an audio podcast. But
for now, it will just start as an audio podcast.
Yeah, we can start it as an audio podcast. But about Kawokutadi.
Yeah.
Like Kawokutadi.
So you see the challenge.
It will be a virtual podcast.
Yeah.
But we'll be talking a lot of ish.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, like we need to be talking about trends. Trends are something that I like talking about.
I've
because
noticed that.
But not any other trends.
Yeah. Okay, let's just say current affairs.
Current affairs, and those that actually make sense. Like I would want to talk about the Joe Biden and what's this guy? Donald Trump. Maybe never got they have a debate going on. Like I would like to break down certain things. And we can actually talk about those things, like to like what I feel about this, what I feel about that. Donald Trump, what do we talk about? Like set things like that.
Yeah,
but
so it will be based on that.
We just sit on that content.
So it will be like a weekly roundup, what happened.
Thing,
what happened in a week. That's
During
what
the
we'll
week.
be talking about. Tell them the name of the podcast, guys.
But
Okay, we'll announce.
we'll announce the name.
Even though
because
some-
my episode using the same name.
Yeah.
Unless episode more than at least before.
Yeah, so we'll announce that
So we'll
one.
announce the name, but it makes a lot of sense. It's very creative. It's a very well thought name, and yeah, thing. But apart from podcasting, thinking before, is there any other content that you feel like I would have been doing this, or I would like to start doing this, but like maybe due to equipments and everything, what's the
For me, everything that I've ever wanted to do, I've touched on it, but I've never gone 100% with anything. If you answer your phone born and ditched, I've never gone 100%.
You've just scratched.
Yeah. So everything that I do is something that I want to.
Do you know why I started podcasting? I always wanted to do radio.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
like Akalife, like from the beginning, scratch, like Akalife, I've always wanted to be either on radio or on TV. And then it's still my dream. Like I know I'm not the cool number, but it's still my dream. I wanted to do whatever it took for me to appear on TV or per radio, but bringing a different face, I don't know if it's different dynamic radio, like in a different way. I want to do radio in a way that I can have my own program to Ibika radio, but I'm doing it in my own way. Not by radio control. Okay, it can be censored and this and that, but it can be regulated, standardized, but I have to do my own thing, bring my own content and do it in my own way. But I just don't know which radio station that can allow that.
For me, it's photography. Yeah.
It's something I wanted to do.
Yeah, like on a bigger
scale or something like that.
Photography. If I was to choose like one, choosing that I choose one and then I forget.
If you want to go with one thing, like
all
the way you would
like
go
even monetizing it. Yeah.
It will be easier for you because you already have the skill. You already have the shanshan, everything that you need to have.
Yeah.
You have. The only thing that you don't have is what you lost. The equipment.
So I was already there. It's just that it's a setback. It's a setback.
It's still coming back.
Yeah.
God has got his own way of doing things. Maybe he'll ask because he wanted you to focus on certain things. Because maybe it was like blocking your vision to like see other things and other potentials that you have. Maybe there are things that you're doing now that you wouldn't have done because I
was able to grow the page for the model.
You see, if you had maybe that equipment, you wouldn't have grown it like that. But anyway, I like the way it's moving. And congratulations, the way it's moving. Modern Farm and Witty Graphics, the way it's grown with your content, my reactions, Shanshan, it's doing very well. Now, 10K, TikTok.
No, I'm almost there.
TikTok.
Yeah. 9K.
9K. You almost there. Maybe I'm going to check. You don't know. That's TikTok. The way it moves fast.
Yeah.
That issue, if we check now, we would find.
What do you think about internet these days? Are people using internet in the right way?
There's no wrong or right way according to my I don't know, the way I know, the way I look at the internet. I feel like there's no right way to use it or wrong way. I feel like whatever you put out there is supposed to be there.
Yeah, because there's so much control. People want to control how people should use
Use the
social
internet.
media,
And the
when they can actually themselves they can control what they want to see on
Simple.
social media.
That's the thing. That's
it's
what I'm saying.
easy like that.
That's what I'm saying. Everything that's on the internet has to be there. I like that fact that you've just brought up. I didn't delete the account, but the app itself, X,
Yeah,
former Twitter.
yeah,
I just decided to delete it because I thought, okay, I'm not going to use this. I like Twitter and everything, but when it became like an open platform where you can post pornographic videos, you can post accidents, people getting hurt and everything, and there's no control, I was like, I don't like this. I don't like watching things that are just not controlled.
yeah.
I like Facebook because it's controlled. You can't just watch anything there. TikTok is controlled, but like X is just like an open platform. You get. So I can't do that. I just deleted the app and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say no. People start posting. No. You
Yeah,
don't do that. Just leave, man.
Like
and
no one is holding you hostage
Nobody.
to be on any platform.
And if I feel like I'm ready to start watching such or to be there, I'll just.
yeah,
That's why I haven't deleted the account. It's still there. I've just deleted the app from my phone because there's certain content that I would like if, for example, maybe I've got a link of maybe, for example, I'm very far away and then maybe there's a football game like these friendlies that are taking place, Liverpool versus whatever. There's some links that you can watch football on X.
yeah.
So sometimes I can just do that using Safari directly without even opening the account and everything. You can just watch it like that. It's fine, but I'm not downloading the app anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't get people who are always complaining. No, this one, this. No, this
And
one,
like-
this. On
and-
the internet.
And
oh,
also
this
the
one,
government
this.
trying to push the agenda of people use the internet right correctly. There are other things to do on the internet. Like, nigga, don't tell us what to do on the internet. Just leave me alone with my
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
I'll do what I want to do.
Yeah.
If I want to post, if I want to spread propaganda, I'll spread propaganda. It has to be there. There's some people, I know it sometimes. That's what I'm saying. The internet you can use it for positive uses or negative.
Yeah.
But
It's up
you
to
can
you.
also either choose to follow negativity or positivity.
Yeah.
You get. If you check my search whatever on my YouTube, most of the things that I search about are just things I'm curious about.
Yeah, this is why our timeline is different. Your timeline
yes.
is different. My timeline
You'll
is
find
different.
that I'm only searching about mostly, if it's not Liverpool, I'm watching podcasts. If it's not podcast, then I'm talking about when were the pyramids of Egypt discovered? Who discovered those things?
Yeah, those
like
type of-
just about curiosity, right? And researching about other governments, like how is the government system of the United States? If you ask me about that, I'll break it down like a fraction for you.
Yeah.
Like I know how everything works. I know about the voting college, whatever things that people don't even know. I understand those things. Even when someone is arguing about what, I'm like, I already know this. So why are you lying?
Yeah,
You
that-
get. So it's just about what you want. And then there are people who are just there to watch like useless things, like, and it doesn't matter, man. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's alright, man.
That's how algorithm works.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's about what
So,
you watch. If you check
why should I go on why should I create an account just to control people?
on what they should be doing.
Yes.
So if you're doing that also, that's also your content.
Yeah.
So it's also not wrong to do that.
Yeah.
But don't tell us not to do what we are doing.
Yeah.
Leave us.
Yeah.
You get.
Because it for me, I find it crazy if you are going to be depressed over people's posts. Over the day.
And you get
are
hurt.
being controlled. You are
And
letting.
you get hurt because somebody said this.
Yeah. Like,
And it's not supposed to be like that. You have to stand your ground, man. Know what you're doing. Know what you're doing on the internet.
and then I said this in one of my videos, Yap sessions, that content that I do.
Yeah.
I said I've lost that guy.
The train of
but
thought.
yeah. What did I
But anyway, as you remember that,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
something that I want to talk about. Concerning the same thing. The only tricky part now that comes in is we're talking about not controlling. Actually, you're not supposed to ask me this question, but I'll respond it myself. I wanted to say, I have a child now, right? And I have to control that child. The things she has to expose herself to, and we're talking about the internet, which is open and broad and supposed to do anything. If there are parents out there that are watching this, please comment on how you do it, how you control your kids, on what they expose themselves to. I know there's YouTube for kids where you can whatever, but you can't really always be there. She'll reach a certain age when she'll start now like trying to explore and do a few things. And these kids of nowadays, they're getting intelligent very fast. They're very smart kids. So by the time she's
able to operate the phone.
By the time she's 8, she's already got an iCloud account, her own iCloud account. I can create an iCloud. This is why I was telling my wife the other day, I was like, okay, not everybody buys tablets for their kids, but I'm going to buy an iPad first for her because I want to create an iCloud account for her so that I can be controlling it during this period. But I guess when she reaches somewhere 8, 9, she would discover saying, Papa is watching what's happening. Mama is seeing. She'll open a secret iCloud account, the one she'll be using, because she'll know. You get that? So at this point, how do you control a child and what they expose themselves to? Another thing that Elson always says per Z podcast is don't let the internet parent for you. You have to do the parenting yourself. This is why you find most parents are complaining, no, monsieur, like nigga, that's not your job. That's not their job to parent for you. You get, it's about you parenting them. You can actually just parent your kids to the point where they don't even use any smartphones at all. That's your style of parenting. You get, but if you've already allowed them to use smartphones, and then your parenting should determine the things they expose themselves to, depending on how you parent them. If you parent your child in a Christianity way, you discover that Christ because that's why the interest is. But when I was exposed to killings, I think that's why the curiosity will be, and then like killings. Why is it like this? And then she'll try to know more.
So that's where you're about to start learning now. Like, how do I do this?
Yeah, and then the way parenting is, one thing I know about parenting, there's no expert at it. This is why I won't go to anyone and say, I have to find my own ways of doing it because we are all doing it for the first time.
The only experience you have is that of
in real time.
The one you experienced.
But the one you experienced is different from what's happening.
We are in a different generation.
You can just apply what you went through and then just work on it better. Just say, okay, my dad did this. Let me do it like this, because it didn't go very well. There's certain decisions that my parents made back in the day that I say, I don't
you
like.
Won't impose on your
I don't like. I still complain even up to this day too. But maybe there's a time I needed to go for a field trip, and then my parents just said, "Discreet in Dalam," and I know how bad it felt the following on him. Was like field trips on Fridays, right? And then we come back on a Monday. And then everyone is talking about how it was, whatever, like how it went well, and then you're just there not knowing what's happening. Like, I don't want to subject my child to that.
So you need to make sure that she doesn't miss.
It's better if I don't have money. Teachers, guys, but as long as the child has not seen the vulnerable part where I've gone, and I'll just say, man, we can talk about this later. I'll pay maybe per month and I don't have the money, but I have to do whatever it takes to make my child go. I feel like these are things, I don't know, maybe genuinely my parents never had money at the time. But now I complain and say, and then they come, they talk about those things, and then it's just not nice. So it happened to me like 3 or 4 times where I missed a field trip.
Now imagine you're still thinking about it right now. It's because it affected you that.
Yeah, so those are things that I wouldn't want to subject my child to. So a party issue. So this is what I'm saying. We learn in real time, and then we also want to work on things that and then say, okay, if you ever still me, I'll do it in a better way. So this is about parenting. So
I remember what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
When I lost my train of thought.
I remember. I get.
I wanted to say, the way they complain about the internet having people posting stuff, I said the internet is just a replica of like the real
life.
Yeah. So it's a replica like internet. Whatever how you able to survive in society.
It's how you can survive on
Yeah.
the internet, isn't it?
Yeah, you can avoid whatever.
Oh yeah, if you like for real, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And club common like in real life, okay. Ngana pita kashira kabaloma.
Baloma.
Kwa ma junkie.
Yeah.
Let me use this route.
Yeah.
It's the same as the internet.
Yeah.
I know when
Okay.
I type www.xvid.com.
I can't
want to
go
go
this way.
there.
Yeah.
Let me search Jesus, whatever, then the gospel.
Oh,
will come.
these are drugs. No.
No.
Let me know. I've seen how same as internet. You see?
It's the same thing. So just don't, and then go
Yeah.
like this. Like there's everything there. If you want
Yeah.
to search about Jesus, you want to search about Islam,
Yeah.
about Buddhism, Hinduism, you want to search about Jarastafari life, everything is there.
Yeah.
You want to talk about maybe sports. I'm a Liverpool fan. Most of my timeline just find Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, Liverpool,
Yeah.
whatever. Everything up a timeline.
Yeah.
Because those are the things that I follow.
Yeah. If you are always complaining about negative things on the internet, it's because you are always consuming that. You are the one to blame.
That's
Who
the
do
thing.
you want to blame?
That's the thing. And if you can't control it, if you have to delete the whatever, you can just like get rid of it and chop out.
And then another thing, you do know that we have people who are on social media yet they are not comfortable being on social media. Why are you there?
And they're always in the background commenting, why am I saying this? Abantu pano pa internet pano bavuta. Bavuta bazakavuta ndio bakavutira.
Atine chuma ni baba. Yeah, shadi. That's
And
what I was saying.
then those people that bring their problems on the net, like wakataka pressure like I'm able to tell nokumana oyo muntu apa na balaka na boyfriend wako. If you post oyo tabare endera pasoma.
Yeah.
Like why do you have to do that?
Yeah.
I really find it annoying.
Yeah.
We find that about this stuff, abakuru,
Yeah.
22, 23, 24, 25, you're still posting that. I can understand nga muntu 17 years post stuff. They're just learning. They don't know where to how to control their anger, their frustrations, where to take whatever. They just take them by internet. No matter how old 30 years, boy.
Amba subliminals.
Man, don't do that, man.
Come
Don't
on
do
now.
that. Nah, move, guys. Let's grow up.
But let's avoid them, man.
So Nambanga, what I know you don't really follow politics like that, and but some sanina you and I. There are things that I follow, like in the Concafe. There are things that we meet at. About most of the things like we've got same interest, and then there are things you got some na yok show Shara festival. Now I got to we come and meet, but come on. But like for now, I've gone. I'm following my politics and everything. Football, Shan, you don't like football.
Yeah.
What is that thing that you follow? Kumba du kofta tukumana bonse. I think farming. I think I don't follow farming like that.
You'll be surprised that I don't even watch farming stuff.
What do you watch?
Never find me watching farming content.
What do you spend most of the time watching?
Podcasts and content creators.
And do you know that?
And
do you know that? I like music, but I don't listen to music that much.
I listen to music.
That's about me. If you find me in AirPods.
So I consume a lot of podcasts. I watch content creators, some content creators, music. If I have a series to watch, I'm a fan of series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Movies. That's why we put Sanina. My movies, I don't like movies like that. I just watch maybe a movie that is trending or something. Or sometimes I'll just discover like a movie that I would just like. Like it's not even famous, it's not even common, like that's not trending. I'll just like it. There's this movie that I was watching called Drowning. I like to take a story. I found it on the internet. I got interested. I downloaded it. I liked it. Watched it. It was nice. So those are the things that I like to watch. Things.
So for you,
not sana,
for you, the main thing that you watch is soccer. What else do you?
I won't say soccer like this. I like football, like affairs to do with football, but not like I'm always like watching soccer like that. Mostly, I'm on my podcast. Like I'm just listening to podcasts and radio,
podcast, music,
and radio. Like I watch, I listen to RHB every day from Monday to Friday. RHB is Radio Breakfast Show. I've been a Hopu, I've been a PZ, na Crumbs. Actually, Chromes is the reason why I started listening to that, because I just like Chromes, from Rock Conversation podcast.
Yeah.
So whatever I feel like how he analyzes things. Although RHB he's a bit toned down because
It's radio.
it's how do you call it? It's controlled.
Yeah.
It's controlled. So Alabako and compared to the crumbs you'll find on the podcast, it's different. But just after Nare Konkain, and then I started becoming a fan of
Interested.
RHB.
Yeah.
And I just can't go a day without listening to radio.
Yeah, for me it's music and podcast. Mainly, currently, it's podcast, music. That's all. Even when I'm doing some works, I'll be listening to
The only
podcasts.
time I listened to a lot of music in recent years is just a recent beef Kendrick that Drake.
It brought you back to
brought me
listening to
back to
listening
the
to
music, like trying to find out what's happening. And then I discovered I was behind. I was like, shit. I was behind.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things were just catching up. Oh, also this. Also this is that. But I caught up real quickly because I'm already a music head, so it was easy for me to catch up. It was like there were some names that were being mentioned. I'm like, who's Top Dog? Who's Top Dog?
Yeah.
And then I get it was YG.
Yeah.
And why is YG coming up?
Connecting stuff. And then you see it too. I haven't been following
Why
music.
is Taylor
Reason
Swift?
I don't.
Why is Taylor Swift being mentioned in this? Like, what is the connection here? And then like I just research and okay, so this is why Taylor Swift is being mentioned here.
Yeah.
Why is Tupac being mentioned in this thing?
Yeah.
And then it was very easy to catch up, and I consumed a lot of music. Like for me, even just to catch up, because you have to like go back to 2014, listen to this verse, listen to the control verse, listen to this verse, listen to whatever, and then bring everything together.
Yeah.
And it was a very interesting period, and I feel like it has brought me back now. I'm like
Listening to music again.
more, compared to what I was doing back in the day.
I have a question. This is the last question before we go.
Man. Sad, man.
This is the
We can't.
We
It can't
can't.
be the last question. Like, ask that question, but we'll see where we go.
Yeah, what I wanted to ask is, how do you handle stress? Like when you're going through some stuff, what do you do?
This is something that nobody ever trained me to do, and it's very hard for me. How I handle stress if I'm stressed is in different ways, because it depends on the type of stress. Is it at home? Is it financial stress? Is it family? Is it just maybe kunsto? So it depends. Sometimes, if I'm stressed, this is one of the advantages of getting married. So you share with your partner. I share with my partner what I'm going through.
You
I'm very
have
open.
someone to talk to.
I have someone, and that's her. So sometimes I'll talk to her and I'll explain everything, and then sometimes she doesn't even have the answers.
Yeah.
And although sometimes she'll feel like she needs to help, because it's just maybe instinct. Yeah, if you need to help, and she doesn't even know. And I can tell, but that's not what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you want to do that, and it's good. I just wanted you to hear and just listen to me.
Yeah.
And then that's one thing I do. I'll talk to her, and then sometimes she'll just say something, and then something around maybe she doesn't even know it has helped. But for us, I'm like, actually, if you're
She doesn't even know that she has helped.
Yeah, she has helped. She doesn't do that. That's why it's important also for her to say something. She should just listen and sit down. But I think so on. Oh, I think that actually makes sense. Sometimes you just take a walk. If I'm alone, like the period when she came to Lusaka and I remained in Kitwe, a lot of things happened, especially like Kunchito Shanshan. I went through a lot, and then it was during that period when internet network over knife shop, like I can't connect with her. I need like to communicate with her and tell her what's going on. And then internet like it's not working, and then I'm like,
it could go for hours. The network could go for hours.
Like it went like for the whole day.
Yeah.
Lisa for 2 minutes, and then it goes. For 2 minutes, like while I receive WhatsApp messages, but if you send the message, was that message was to but see, and then I had no internet. I'm like battery low, power bank like I don't have anything. Like life like I don't have anyone in Difeneka, and I'm in Kitwe. I don't know anyone here, and I'm broke at the same time. Some ninja like I was just there's a time I was just down, like really down. Not number pangama wrong decisions. Let me just do this, right?
Yeah.
Let me just, and then I tried to call my mom. Lucky enough, phone and 23% somewhere. I just took a walk. Said, okay, let me take a walk. So while I was taking a walk, I tried to call my wife. Her phone was off. I tried all the sisters, Kunganda, Lusaka. The phone was off. The phones were just not going through. I don't think phones were off.
It's
Internet,
network,
yeah.
yeah.
And then actually she was also trying to call me. So I called my mom and then I spoke to her. She encouraged me, no, if you're so. Just do this, do that. The way I'm taking walks, it's okay. Take a walk, distract yourself from it. Do this, do that. So those are the things that I do. I like talking to people, especially my wife or my mom. Yeah, but it's not everything that I tell my mom. This one, I can tell my mom about this. And then she'll help me, but it's not easy to handle stress.
And there are times where someone, they just want to talk to someone. Not that they want a solution from you. Because I've had people...
just talking to someone.
Yeah, I've had people, before I could even say anything, I thank you, I just wanted...
to talk to you.
Hey.
Or just to speak.
Yeah.
And if somebody comes to you,
so it's not
they talk
always
to you.
that you offer them solutions.
Yeah,
if
you
you
don't always have to
if
do
you
that.
don't have anything to say, you might end up saying the wrong
I wanted to
things.
say that. It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Sometimes don't even say anything.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
know you can't say anything. And mostly I tell people this. I tell them, okay, if I can help, I would have helped. But for now, I think I've heard, and maybe just say two things that you feel like, okay, if you're actually, don't start like being wise, wisdom. No, that's not what that person wants.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
and for someone to come to you, you never trust.
Yeah.
So it's like that. So stress.
Yeah, just like you said, these things we never thought.
No one
It's just
taught us
something
this.
you learn as you go.
And then sometimes when go in the shop, like distracting yourself.
Yeah,
I just
like
go,
for me, I discovered that me being at the farm, even though you are against that, what I do, like isolating myself. I like isolating myself when I'm going.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, this guy is against that, but I do that. I like.
But if it's helping you, if it's working, then it's fine.
Yeah, because I actually have people who say, every time when I'm going through some stuff, every time I Gandineka, if I'm going, I'll start crying. I'm like,
The people will do that. Yeah,
yeah,
People will cry.
because it's coming back. They are idle now. This is why people who drink,
Because
they don't want to think about those things.
to hear those noises and
Yeah,
the
because
voices,
because every time they are idle, they start
thinking and
those
voices start-
noises. So they're trying to
So
block that
what
by
I do,
drinking.
what I do if I want to block such noises, especially if I'm alone, my wife is not around, Shanshan, I mostly just, nothing I'm down for, I just transport in quarter, but no matter how broke I am, if I'm down, start window shopping, I see a few clients, and before I realize 1790,
Yeah, you kill it there.
bus in Ndeke presidential, people are in Quito, Ndeke presidential, tunina bus ya kwa chanda, ila kokoro kwisula. Sapa uri mu bus padia. Ngaingira so panga ngaingira this time ngate month end. Month end dress rako bwangu. Ngaingira this time so. Wasanga muri muntu omo. Ila pusha 2 hours eronga. So kikala kama utamba podcast
you're
ya
killing
kwa.
time, yeah.
1 hour 30 minutes to bus race. So kusanga from I don't even know why but because of my big buses. Sa kuchi rosa ash. Lo pa fe imo small bus. Ka high roof ka white. So if it's a mutska so kula baveti from town you do this wa shopping wa shunguruka you're done.
So even me, like when I'm at the farm, those weeks are what distracts me from whatever I'm going through. Those to my weeks, see, naikata kwa hapa.
And then bayate.
Even,
Bayate, network ide. Wakabaki paisha bantu. No, cause
talk
listen.
about it.
Cause listen. Imagine. Chkwete malaiti. Chkwete internet. Chkwete abakash. Network, yeah. Listen, because sometimes ndambo podcast.
Yeah,
so just
these
funny
days, that's
stuff. Those things.
entertainment.
It's a way of distraction.
Yeah.
Way of distracting you. Ambavyo kutamba fena nguma podcasts, shani, funny stuff,
Because
politics.
these days,
It
that's
will
how
distract you
that's
before
how
you realize why. Come on.
yeah, that's how I enjoy waking when I'm at the farm. I'm
Ule
listening
upapo
to
something.
something.
Namba itakuli internet.
Takuli internet. I'm like,
It's
should we go
private.
back to the old ways of downloading things?
Tambe ula download
Hey.
because then you mbosho feka ule on.
Yeah, what about that?
So
We're
It's
in
like
a
that. But that
streaming era.
was a very, very good question. Although I didn't expect it. It was a very, very good question. So,
Yeah.
but these things are real.
Yeah, man.
These things are real.
Because
Especially
stress is
what
several,
can
man.
extent? I think let me just off myself.
No, I've never been to that extent, but I've been stressed, not to
Not
the
reaching
extent
it.
of.
Ah.
Let me end it.
No, okay. Not really saying let me end it.
Yeah.
But just thinking, just the thought of it, just saying, tinaishi miaine.
No. That has never crossed my mind. But I've been in a state where I feel like, that depression is.
May have been in a
'Cause-
state where not really saying
I can't-
tinaishi
yeah.
but in a but I think if I feeling if I
Ati abantu for
I think everybody pay.
yeah.
So they got kukosana but I think in that capazone
Yeah.
last. Yes, but again, I always
I've never been pushed to that limit where I was like,
not really saying it na some for na but I don't know I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot to go. I feel like I don't know, man. When I look at myself and where I'm going and my life, I just can't wait to reach because I envision a very bright future. Not at your Shan, but like I know.
Yeah.
And me when I see something,
that is.
it really is what it is, right?
Yeah.
It really is what it is. It takes a bit of time. I really face a lot of distractions, and I'm able to tell, say, this is a distraction.
Yeah.
And certain habits, but okay, but these habits, not my distractions, they can really help me to go further. But feel show power.
Yeah.
I'm not having a bid. So if it's a so I don't know how you handle your stress. Once you that time I know. So you
Yeah.
can also comment down. Why do I keep asking people to comment down below?
Because we want to hear their thoughts also, man.
So
they
please,
should
yeah.
comment. Tell us.
comment.
How do you
Mutego
handle your
Msham.
stress? Maybe we can use your method also.
why
Yeah.
should they?
Why sure, okay?
So
we
for
all
some.
we all handle stress differently. We
Differently.
grieve different, everything. So yeah. Tell us.
But what causes stress mostly kuside you?
Side end.
Ile tadimpe.
What causes stress?
Kuside you like ichikude ngishafa to ambo kuingia family kakene kana before I
For
say,
now.
ndanjira nzire nemwe.
For now, for me, like currently, I just feel like it's money.
Same.
Ngani mpya ini, I don't think properly, man. I'm broke.
Same. Financial
I'm
stress.
broke. I'm not getting the money I want to get. What would I think? Especially when I'm like completely broke. When I reach that
Yeah,
state,
yeah.
that's what stresses me. For now,
Because anything is stress
it's money. For me, it's just money, not relationship problems. No.
shate proper bandika ishate mokuchula isho. So kula baidi yakabati.
Yeah.
Kula baidi yakabati. And then the way I live my life is different. Shate mokuchula and then for I don't know, maybe it's just living within my means. I don't know if it's just I like challenging myself. So kula baidi yakabati samanje apafisha bino put everything. But I'm looking at even my wife at the sometimes. Nzamkushile finfili kutashinjera. I'm looking at it in day mona so and then nambo kuba stressed about the firaisa.
Yeah.
But then mona kale.
Right.
And then she's like, everything is okay. Wait, you see what I'm talking about? And then in that's remember what I told you last week?
Yeah, overthinking.
So
I
now
think
I'm always making plans.
For me, even
for
overthinking, right? Like it can be small things that then
like you
I'll be
have to, like,
stressed.
Because I'm always making future plans, like not only future plans that tomorrow, what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, shan. So apokambo pangia so that okay, this is just I think this is how it is being a man. Because being a man, how I envision it, nemuni for njimona nemuni. Njimona I imagine myself like Moda mumpanga te. Moda mumpanga like a virgin land, clean. Wood, shiny, and then like you're carrying people called my way with it. So, but I want to race Takuri Road, remember Takuri Road, and then you're the one who's like clearing the way.
Road, yeah.
So
you
have
those people behind you are
won't,
relying on you.
we won't move at the same pace.
Yeah.
I have to go Kuntanshi.
You check.
Like I have to leave them a big distance, and then Japantanshi they kidina.
You clear the coast
If
for
I
them.
start resting, well, they'll catch up with me.
Yeah.
Why matter? So I constantly have to like wake.
Yeah.
Because if I rest and fold my arms,
They'll catch
and
up.
I feel like the distance I've left them is not tapered.
Yeah.
But it's like they're breathing on my neck right here.
As long as you're able to see where they are.
I'm not safe.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to and then like the kind of situation, I don't know if you're seeing this.
No,
The
I'm
kind of
picturing
situation, if they catch up with me, they won't stop. They don't have to stop moving, because if they stop moving, that's like, it's like, I don't know, like, is it death, you crash or something like that? It always has to, the road has to be clear, because them, they won't stop moving. We have to move. If I rest, they'll catch up with me.
And there is nothing that would even break you more than them passing you.
That's the thing.
Because once they pass you, I can imagine the stress now.
Because ngabampitilira ira one nishi twaingira mu nsala kusapula shan emula tulendera ngabanchikata. So she refer number up so I'm always clearing the way for them. Ndiapende clear nganamuna tikasha na what's bad. That's when I'll kind of like shan na photo moms, but they'll come and then I have to continue. That's just how I envision my life. This is why I don't rest.
Yeah.
Until I reach a point whereby, okay, pena namba na asela. So number, my wife is now stable. Na nkuta mbamba kula kiri hapa mwana. And it will be faster for us, for our child now.
Yeah.
So it's how I.
That's a nice concept.
It's just how I look at myself. From Manafe, like, yeah, why mona. So somebody should learn. If you've got a better way to my comment.
Yeah.
So
we want your thoughts.
We want your thoughts.
We've left it to you now. What are your thoughts on how you handle the stress, and how are you dealing with how you are going to get the finances, right, Sugar? I think that's what everyone is going through. Finance, bro. Money.
Finance. Kachora. Tata yasanga that as a man, just keep working. Don't stop. Just keep working. And the goodness about it is, if you just start doing something, God will just help you. You just need to lift yourself.
Just have something to do.
Just lift yourself to a certain extent, and then He will just carry you. And then
have something to do. You can't just sit there wait.
Don't sit there and wait.
Don't sit there and wait for someone to guide you.
And there was actually a point in life when I reached that extent where I was just waiting for a miracle.
Yeah.
Whereby, and I'm just waiting for a miracle to happen, and if you take me to a place, I know she should even get the rent next month. I'm just sitting, and then I can't stay my rentals. I start now calling my parents and I realized, no, this is not life. I need to start stepping up, man up. And then I started working extra hard, whereby sometimes I would make my rentals more like na DPI wiki, like in 2 weeks time na fire shimbi na parking and not parking.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm gonna repeat something about me. I would rather not educate somewhere and get a day. Finish that box, but that was like my 2021, that period. Yeah, a time national box about so.
Nena, if you cafe like you're on your own. Like that's
no one is. You're not going to run.
No one owes you anything. You should have that in your mind.
Don't run. Not your parents, not anyone. You're already here, man.
Yeah.
You can blame your parents for bringing you on earth or whatever, but you're already here, man. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Just start doing it.
Yeah. Do it.
Do it. Learn from your friends even. It's very important. Don't have pride. Learn from your friends.
We out. Never to Instagram. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Thoughts Podcast.
Thoughts Podcast.